4 days before my wedding, my fiancé called me clingy and desperate and walked out. Left me standing in a room packed with unopened wedding gifts and a dress I'd dreamed about since I was a kid. But you know what? I turned that heartbreak into the most satisfying revenge he'll never see coming. I still remember Ethan's voice on the phone, cold, distant, cutting through me. "Madison, I can't breathe around you. I need to find myself." The words bounced around in my head, making everything blurry. I'd planned every single detail for 18 months. The venue was set, the caterer, the flowers, the honeymoon in Santorini. Even the napkins were monogrammed, and just like that, he was gone. I stood there in our apartment. Well, my apartment now, surrounded by hand-addressed invitations, a mountain of place cards, and a $4,000 honeymoon booking I couldn't cancel. I felt stupid, embarrassed. Was I really that desperate? Was I the problem all along? My hands shook as I called my family. My mom cried. My dad got angry, practical as ever, asking about deposits and contracts. My little sister drove in from Fort Worth with 3 tubs of ice cream and a look that said she'd fight Ethan herself if she could. But there was one person I wanted to call more than anyone. Lauren. My best friend since college, the one I'd shut out a year ago because of Ethan. Funny how love makes you blind and pride makes you dumb. Back then, I'd caught Ethan texting Lauren behind my back. Nothing romantic, but weird. When I confronted him, he said Lauren was jealous, always had been, and that she'd crossed a line. I believed him. I believed every word. Lauren begged me to listen, but I slammed the door, literally and figuratively. I picked Ethan over a 10-year friendship because I wanted so badly to believe he was the one. He proposed 4 months later. It was sudden, after a fight about me being too controlling. I should have known then. Who proposes to fix a broken plate? But I said yes, and I threw myself into planning the perfect future. I wanted everything to be just right. Maybe I thought if I planned enough, if I loved hard enough, he'd never leave. But Ethan started acting strange. He made jokes about my spreadsheets, called me obsessive in front of friends. He said I cared more about the party than the marriage. I laughed it off, brushed it aside, even when his jokes stung like paper cuts. I just wanted to get through the wedding, get to the real life part. Guess I never made it. After Ethan's call, I started making those dreaded phone calls, canceling everything, explaining to 200 people that the groom just changed his mind. I could hear the pity in every voice. I hated it. That night, alone, I stared at the 2 plane tickets to Santorini sitting on my counter. Non-refundable, of course, my dream honeymoon now just a joke, and for the first time, anger started to push out the pain. Why did I let Ethan drive a wedge between me and Lauren? Was she ever really the enemy, or just collateral damage in his mess? I picked up my phone. Her number was still there. My finger hovered. Finally, I called. She picked up on the 3rd ring, voice careful. "Madison, are you okay?" I almost laughed. "Not really. Lauren, I need to know. Those messages last year, what actually happened?" A pause, long enough to make my chest ache. She said, "Ethan was the one who kept reaching out. He wanted advice about our relationship, kept saying you were too focused on the future. When I told him it wasn't right, he got mad, accused me of being jealous. I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen. I felt like the world was tilting again. All that loyalty, wasted on the wrong person." "I'm sorry," I whispered, tears finally coming. Lauren was quiet. "Why are you calling me now?" "Ethan called off the wedding, 4 days before, said I was suffocating him." She sighed. Do you want me to come over? I shook my head, even though she couldn't see me. Actually, how do you feel about going to Greece? She laughed, a real shocked laugh. What? Are you serious? As a heart attack. I have 2 non-refundable tickets. The villa is paid for. If I'm going to eat gelato and cry, I'd rather do it with you than alone. For a moment I thought she'd hang up. Then, you're insane, but yeah, let's do it. Suddenly I felt lighter. Like maybe, just maybe, this nightmare wasn't the end. Maybe it was my second chance. We spent the next 3 days turning my honeymoon into the ultimate girls' trip. Every couple's massage became a spa day. Every candlelight dinner for 2 became an excuse for us to reconnect, to make up for the year we'd lost. It felt weird, packing bikinis with a broken heart, but at least I wasn't alone anymore. Here's where it gets wild. When I called the hotel to update the reservation, the manager casually mentioned, "Oh, your husband called yesterday, asking about cancellation policies." I blinked. What? No, that wasn't me. She double-checked. Yes, a man had called, asked if deposits could be transferred. Then I remembered. The florist. 2 days before Ethan dumped me, she'd mentioned, your fiancé had questions about moving the date. I thought nothing of it. Now I realized he'd been planning his exit, quietly, carefully, behind my back. That rage, the kind that comes from deep in your gut, it hit me hard. Ethan didn't just panic and bolt. He orchestrated everything. He made me the villain, painted himself as the victim, and I bought it. When I told Lauren, she was furious. That's cold. He made you question yourself, made you the scapegoat, while he was protecting his wallet. She was right. Suddenly all those jokes about my control freak ways felt like projection. Who was the controlling one now? The night before our flight, Ethan showed up at my door. I saw his car through the peephole and my heart started pounding. For a second I thought maybe I'd beg him to stay. Instead, I just felt empty, tired, angry. He looked terrible. Dark circles, wrinkled shirt, hair a mess. "Madison, we need to talk." I didn't let him sit. About what? About how you called vendors behind my back? About how you made me feel like a crazy person while you were planning to cut and run? He stammered. How did you... I cut him off. The hotel told me, Ethan. The florist. Want to keep going? Or are you ready to admit you lied to my face? He actually looked ashamed for once. I'm sorry. I just got scared. I laughed, but it came out sharp. You got scared? So you torched my life, ruined friendships, humiliated me in front of everyone we know just so you could find yourself? Wow, Ethan, that's one way to man up. He reached for my hand, but I stepped back. I'm flying to Santorini tomorrow. I'm taking Lauren, the friend I lost because I was too busy believing your lies. He paled. You're still going? With her? I shrugged. Why not? She's more loyal than you ever were. His face twisted. You can't just... What will people think? I rolled my eyes. People already know you called off our wedding 4 days before. I don't think they're going to be shocked if I go on vacation with my best friend instead. He pleaded. Can we talk when you get back? Maybe some time apart? No, there's no when I get back. No do-over. You made your choice, Ethan. Now I'm making mine. I grabbed my bags, walked out the door, didn't look back. His voice followed me down the hall. Madison, wait! But I kept walking. Santorini was everything I'd dreamed it could be. White buildings, blue domes, sunsets so beautiful you swear they're fake. But the best part wasn't the scenery. It was sitting on a terrace, clinking wine glasses with Lauren, laughing about everything and nothing. I posted a photo, us, grinning, wine in hand, captioned, Best honeymoon ever. Thanks for the recommendation, Ethan. I tagged him. The comments rolled in, friends, even family, cheering me on. Turns out, nobody really liked Ethan anyway. Then, late one night, Ethan commented, "We need to talk when you get back. This has gone far enough." Lauren showed me the comment at breakfast. She grinned. "Looks like someone finally figured it out." I just smiled. For the first time, I felt free. Not from Ethan, but from needing to be chosen by someone who never deserved me. So, who really lost?